So just finding that comfortable seat, taking your mudra, thumb touching ring finger. And gently close the eyes. Soften the jaw, allow the shoulders to relax away from the ears. Allow the legs to soften into the earth. As we set our intention for this class, which is going to be focused on the digestive system, so we're going to work through meridians that support the stomach and the spleen organs. So you'll just need a bolster and maybe a blanket. And let's just take a deep inhale. And an exhale out of the nose. See if you can inhale, filling the belly up fully. And exhale again out of the nose. Starting to become aware of the physical body. So start to notice the matter, the bones, the muscles, the joints, the fluids in the body, and even thinking down to the cells. You might even imagine the cells of the body. And just allow yourself to become aware of any areas in the body that are holding tightness or tension. Could be the belly, it could be the shoulders, the jaw. Just noticing and becoming aware of those spaces. Start to become aware of the breath. Feeling the air in the nostrils cooler as you breathe in and slightly warmer as you breathe out. Noticing if it's easy to take a full breath all the way to the belly, or is the breath getting stuck somewhere? Just becoming aware of that breath. Just keeping your mind on the breath. And just noticing that inhale. Noticing that exhale. Just letting go of everything else, but keeping the awareness on that breath. Allowing the thoughts to come and go, just like clouds floating across the sky. No need to hold on to them or to follow any lines of thinking, just letting them float. Good, and then take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, allowing the palms to soften onto the body now. Just noticing and becoming aware of the sensations beneath the palms. Receiving information. Feeling any vibration under the palms of the body. Good, and then just gently inhale and just open the arms up, just like a bird expanding their wings. Open, inhale. And then just exhale, bringing those wrists to touch and rounding the back. Just doing a couple of gentle movements like that. Just inhaling, open. And exhaling, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Good, release the hands down onto the knees again. And now we're just going to do a couple of rounds of Nadi Shodana, so the alternate nostril breathing. When you're ready, bring the index and the middle finger to the thumb. Thumb blocks the right nostril, ring finger blocks the left. When you're ready, block the right, inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Well done. And just allow yourself to come back to normal breathing, releasing the hands and just focusing on the breath. Good. And before we begin our poses, just place one hand on the solar plexus and the other hand on top. And we're going to just focus on that space for a moment, visualizing a yellow light. So a yellow ball of light, which represents Manipura chakra, which is that area of digestion. And the sound here is, the seed sound is Ram, R-A-M. So we're just going to do a chant here, which is Om Ram Namaha. So I want you to feel the vibration and feel into that space as we chant, and visualize a yellow light radiating out through the solar plexus. So when you're ready, take an inhale and begin. Om Ram Namaha. Good, we'll do one more. Inhale. Om Ram Namaha. Good, well done. So I want you to, as we move through the poses, keep your connection with that space. All right, coming onto your knees, a wide-kneed child's pose. And if your ankles are tender, I know Meg's are, just you can place a bolster or blankets. Just use what you need to do to keep that ankle supported. Good. Otherwise, we're just going to come into just a regular wide knee child's pose. So stretch the arms out, let the head come down. And the purpose of this pose is just connecting with the breath to start with. So I want you to take some deep inhales, some deep belly breaths, inhaling and exhaling, filling up that space. If there's any tension in the lower back, you can bring the knees a little bit narrower if it's too much to have the knees wide. And you might even feel the belly expand onto the thighs as you breathe. So deep, long, full breath. Focusing not just on the belly, but also the back body filling up as well. Keep softening the jaw, soften the shoulders. Good, and then slowly and gently, no rush, just take your time, push the floor away, and take your time to come up. Take a deep breath when you come up. Good. All right, and seeing we're in this position with our knees wide, we're just going to take 3 lion's breaths here, which is an exhalation, so it's a letting go here. And when we exhale, we stick our tongue out and we look up with our eyes. So if you want to add on the wrist, just to get a little wrist stretch here, you can turn the fingers towards you. Otherwise, you can just let the palms rest on the hands rest on the knees. So we'll do 3 of these in your own time. So you inhale, let it out. Let it out. Good. And that sort of releases the jaw, lets everything out of the system that you don't need. Okay, from there, we're going to lie on our backs. Now, this one may seem quite simple, and it is, but I want you to stay with it over time and with gravity. So just breathing into the pose. So you start on your back, the whole body resting down into the floor. And it's a half apana asana. So I'm going to draw the right knee in first and just take a hold of the outside of the shin, interlock the fingers. And you're just lying back there, let everything release into the floor. you'll just feel the weight of the femur bone on the torso. So you're just sort of holding on there, but the upper arms are relaxing. You can stretch the heel of the left leg away from you. So you're really lengthening that left leg to start with, and then just soften and release it. So the left leg is grounded along the floor. The shoulders are heavy, the back of the head is heavy, and releasing and relaxing into the floor. The jaw softens. And you just feel that pressure of that right leg on the torso. So just breathing into that. It's pushing into that liver on that side and the large intestine. Just soften the any grip or holding in the belly, just let it go. Just focusing on the belly breath and that yellow color radiating out through the torso. Nothing else to do. Just opening up to this moment. Keep breathing here. Good. And from here, I'm just going to move directly into the next pose. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of that right knee and just slowly bring it across the body. Now, you may wish to rest it onto a blanket or a towel. Your right arm comes out to the right. And ideally, you want both shoulders to still be on the ground. So you just want the shoulder and that arm to be supported, and that right knee comes across, resting on something, a cushion or a pillow if it needs to. And then just soften into gravity there. So soften the shoulder, soften the legs. Finding that gentle twist and breathing into it. Opening up to that right side body. Even soften the soles of the feet here. Just let go. Well done. And slowly and gently, take your time. Bring that right leg back. Maybe take one more squeeze. And then just straighten the leg, stretch it up to the sky. Send that foot up and then release the leg. Noticing the difference on the two sides of the body, if there is any difference. And then we're going to move to the other side. So hugging that left knee in now, drawing it into the chest, straightening the right leg along the floor, pushing that heel away from you, and then letting go of the muscles, and letting go of any unnecessary holding. Feeling the floor spreading around underneath you, supporting your weight. Keep your awareness on the breath. Every inhale, feeling the belly up, and every exhale, letting go. Good. And then when you're ready, thinking about coming into the next variation of the pose. So taking your right hand to the outside of the left knee and very slowly and gently just drawing the knee across the body. Taking your cushion or your blanket to rest the knee on if you'd like to. And just releasing that left arm up behind you, relaxing the shoulders into the earth. Breathing there. Stretching into the left side body. Letting go in the legs, letting go in the balls of the feet. Softening the jaw and the face. Nothing to do but focus on the breath. Just do about 10 more breaths there. Slow, smooth breathing. So this sequence is great for digestion of the physical matter of food and nutrients, supporting the digestive system, but also digesting and processing whatever's going on in life. It also affects our digestive system. So allowing time and space in all of the poses for that processing to happen. Good, and slowly and gently unraveling. Maybe hug the knees in, just rolling around on the sacrum. Gentle rolling there. And then rolling to one side and taking time to come up. Okay, so from here, actually, before we come into the next pose, just let's do the 3 injunctions. So a little bit of acupressure. So finding that ankle bone and then 3 fingers up and then thumb just behind that. So I think you've all done this before, just getting into that acupressure point, so you can just get the thumb in there. You'll know when you find it. And then you can do the other side. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's the inside of the leg. Sorry, try the inside. Yeah, that's it. I was measuring it from the outside, but it's the inside of the ankle. Sorry. So 3 up and then there. Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't as strong as it normally is. So it's that inside ankle, 3 fingers up, and then just thumb goes just in there. And you can do both sides. Good. All right. So we're going to come into dragon now. So when you're ready, we're going to come, the right leg's going to come forward. So from all fours, step your right leg forward and come up. Now, what we want to do is get into the hip flexor here. So I'm slightly leaning into the pelvic bowl, leaning into that leg. And I've just got my hands rested on the knees. Now, remembering if this becomes intense at any time, you can exhale out of the mouth. You can also bring your forearms onto the knees. So just working out which position is best for you. And Meg, I know your ankles might be too strong on your right ankle, so just do what you can. So breathing into that hip flexor, breathing into that, the front of the thighs, tops of the thighs, the stomach meridian runs across there, all the way up to the belly. Keep softening, soften the shoulders, soften the belly, the back body. Taking full belly breaths. Well done. And gently release the hands down on either side of that front foot. Just take the pressure off. Heel toe the foot across the mat. We're going to come into our sleeping swan now. So the front legs across the mat. You can grab your pillow, your bolster, whatever you've got, and draw it into the belly. You're getting this external rotation here of the right leg. Left hip is moving in the direction of the floor. And then you slowly fold over that support that you've got there. And just let go, focusing on the breath. And what I'd like you to do here is see if you can focus on that pause between the inhale and the exhale here. So inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Finding that pause between the inhale and the exhale. It represents that space between the thoughts. Good, and very gently coming up, taking a deep breath at center. And then let's swap the legs over. So before we swap the legs over, so you're in all fours, you can do a little shimmy around there if you'd like to, just release anything that's stuck. Just moving the hips around. And then we'll come to the other side. So the left foot forward now, finding that position.
I can't do that one, Justine. Because it's my left ankle.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll get you just to lie on your back, and so you can get that stretch. Just do it round, like sort of upside down.
Okay.
Do
Great.
It that way.
Thank you.
No, I was thinking it was your right ankle, it's the left. Okay.
Oh, it's the left.
Yeah. Okay, so coming into that now. Finding that stretch in your hip flexor. Remembering that you can exhale out of the mouth at any time it feels too intense. Noticing what happens over time. Can you feel it a little bit stronger in that right hip flexor? Just directing the breath to any places that feel uncomfortable, that feel tight, you feel resistance. Good, and very gently. When you're ready, we're going to transition into a sleeping swan on this side. So heel, toe, that leg across the mat. Release down. Take a deep breath. Grab your cushion if you've got one and draw it in. Now, Meg, you could just do this sitting up so that you're not putting pressure on that ankle. So you could just sit in a variation of Janushisasana. And if you wanted to go forward over the right leg, you could. Otherwise, just sitting up. So you're getting that external rotation in the left hip, which is what we're doing here. The right hip's moving towards the floor. And just softening down. Releasing any stuck energy in the hip. So remember letting go of all of the muscles, letting go of any holding. Well done. And then slowly and gently make your way up. Take a deep breath as you push the floor away. And then just slide the support from under you. Release that leg and come onto your belly now. We're just going to do a half frog. So the right arm bends at a right angle. The right knee bends up. I'm just turning my head to the right and just let go there. So we're not going to hold this for too long. It's just a final pose to allow you to fully feel the support of the earth beneath you, resting into the ground, and just let go of anything, any residue of tension that you haven't released. Let it now just transmute into the floor, into the earth, breathing there. Good, and then very gently, you're going to swap the legs. So release that right leg, turn the head, draw the left leg up, and relax the right cheek to the floor now. Breathing on that side. And letting go. Good, and gently release the leg, the left leg. Place your forearms across the mat now. Turn your toes under and place your forehead on the forearms, so the third eye space, and just using your toes turned under, just shimmy up and down. So just activating the cerebral spinal fluid, just giving a little rocking movement there. Gentle rocking back and forth. Good, and then release that, place the hands by the chest, push yourself back and coming onto your back, ready for your Shavasana. So transferring onto the back, grabbing a blanket if you need to, placing bolster under the knees if that feels good for you. And just lying back in your final resting pose. If you've got an eye mask, that's fantastic, take that. Palms turned up, head relaxed back. And just let go. Feel the support under the head as you soften the muscles of the face. Let the shoulders release down and away from the ears, so sliding the shoulders out, softening the shoulders, the upper arms, the lower arms, the thumbs, the index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, pinkies, palms of the hands, back of the hands. All soften and relax. The whole torso, the back body, the belly, the hips, the pelvic bowl, thighs, knees, calf muscles, ankles, heels. All of the toes, soften and release. And just imagine that you're surrounded now by a beautiful cocoon of light. This light surrounds you, supports you, nourishes you, energizes you. Just spend some time breathing in those particles of light into the crown chakra, all the way through the body, inhaling and exhaling as you allow the mind to float. Gently deepen the breath. Start to bring the awareness back into the body. Gently move your fingers and your toes. You might take a nice deep stretch overhead, stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out, and then gently bring one leg in and then the other, the knees in, and roll to the side. Taking a moment there before you push yourself up. Coming up, rubbing the palms together, placing them over the eyes. And just gently blink the eyes open, look up, down, left, right. And then take a deep inhale, float the arms above the head, gathering strength and energy for the rest of your day. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Sealing the practice with a primordial Om. Inhale. Om. And surrender to the grace of the universe. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining the class today.